Okay. Do we have a clicker or something? What's on the speaker? We'll take turns. What is going on? What's happening? Isn't that weird that it's like... Is it? Yeah, but like, isn't it just odd that it's in like that? Okay. It's weird. Sweet. All right, righteous. Sean, do you want to... Are we ready to start?
Yeah.
Hello. You wait like a minute.
Yeah, we just start now.
We should start now or too bad?
Yeah, whatever.
I like to figure out what you're doing first.
Yeah, sorry, someone was asking about the flight format of Discord.
I wish this could go into full screen. Isn't that weird? Let me try it again. That's so odd, right?
F11.
F11? Nope. Yeah. What the hell? What the fuck? I've never seen that happen before. Have you? F11. Whatever. Oop. Okay. I think we're just gonna suck it up, no?
That's so weird, though.
I've never. It's because it's gotta be someone with the live stream, unless we want to unplug and replug.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's like something to do with
don't do
the
that.
streaming. Weird.
Give it up. Oh, Matt did it.
Yeah, how'd Matt do?
I don't know. We're fine though, right? Okay. You wanna
Yeah.
let's introduce ourselves and then we'll start off. Okay. Yeah. All right. And then when I'm done with my like first two.
Yeah, then
So yeah, you push it forward. So you'll do what even a CTF. I'll point you out. Be like, this is Sean. And then
whoever's not talking can do the
do
slides.
things. All right. Sweet. All right. All right. Hello, everybody. So we're going to make this quick so you guys can do your hackathon. But we're going to go over what is a CTF for all the people who are new to it or people who just want a quick course refresher. So I am Sage Riemann, and that is my associate, Sean Huggins. And let's get this started. A weird blue thing on a screen. Whatever. This is just going to be botched. All right. So what is a CTF? So CTF stands for Capture the Flag. And it's about finding a sort of like finding a flag within a cybersecurity-based challenge. Our flags are going to look like right up here in that red letter right there with BearcatCTF, kind of the parentheses, and then the random stuff inside. There are other flag formats for other competitions, but for now, all you got to worry about is the one in red. We good. All right, so let's talk about the types of games. So in CTFs, you're going to have 4 basic ones, and there are other ones, but right now we're just going to have to worry about the Jeopardy style. You're going to have these little squares with point values associated with them, and you're going to pick the ones that you think you can do, and then you get those points if you complete them by finding the correct flag. There's also attack and defense, where you have an attacker team against a defender team in a CTF-based environment. You have boot to root, which is just about pretty much going from a straight, kind of like hack the box. You ever heard about that? Going straight into the box and just trying to get root access. And you have King of the Hill, which is why Hank is there, where you have attackers compete for the admin rights in a box. You good there, Sean? Sweet. All right, I'll hand it over to my associate, Sean.
Hello. If you didn't hear earlier, I'm Sean. I am the head of CTF at Cyber UC. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the categories you'll be seeing here, because obviously knowing your categories is going to be important to know what you're good at, what you want to try, and what you like, you know? Okay. So first up is pwn. This is also known as binary exploitation. This is basically just where you take a program that's running on a system, and you try to exploit it. And you try to hack it and make it do something it's not supposed to and give you access that you're not supposed to have. This is very common in the real world. If hackers find real HackerMan stuff, find your vulnerabilities, you can sell them, or you can use them to hack systems, sell the data. This is very important to have hackers know how to do this, so that bad people don't find these vulnerabilities, and so that they can be fixed before they're exploited. Reverse engineering is a bit of an interesting one. It is basically you're given a program and you try to figure out what it does and you try to reverse it somehow. So this is like, if you're very into computer science or programming, you will probably be better at this section than others naturally, because it does require a lot of knowledge of how programming works, how computers work, low-level operating system stuff. So this is a little bit of a trickier one if you're not familiar with that, but you can also learn this too. Web, this is what you're probably used to thinking of when you think of like hacking. It's hacking websites, which are, publicly facing. And if they have vulnerabilities, they can expose attackers to the interiors of your system, which is not good. But there are tons of vulnerabilities in web servers. You see them all the time. Here's just a few: SQL injection, local file inclusion. These are just, you don't even know these, but these are all just like, you find vulnerabilities, you hack the website, and you get something on the web server, which can be like access. It can be like files that you're not supposed to have, or like user credentials, stealing passwords, stuff like that. Cryptography, not cryptocurrency, nothing to do with that. Cryptography is the basis on which a lot of modern protocols and communications work. So if you know about HTTPS, the S is secure. It uses cryptography to communicate. To encrypt communications so that people can't read them. Cryptography challenges are basically breaking these algorithms. So finding these algorithms, figuring out how they work and how they can be broken. It involves a lot of math. So if you like math, you'll probably like this. If you don't like math, you probably won't like this. So if you're really good at math, this will be an interesting one to look at. And forensics. Forensics is it's a very controversial one. Some people hate it, some people love it. Basically, you are given some file. It can be a disk image, memory dump, packet capture, and you are said, okay, what happened here? Figure out what happened, what went on. And you do forensics on it. If you maybe use tools to find out like what an attacker was doing at the time, you look at malware on a system, figure out what malware is doing. This is like if you want to work for the FBI, do forensics, or like the police. This is what they do to figure out like what criminals do and find evidence about them. This is forensics. And so these are the main 5. You'll find these in almost every CTF. There are other categories. So if you see other categories, we have a few other categories, but the other ones are not extremely common. They aren't like the main CTF categories. So you shouldn't expect to see all of these all the time. Just don't get excited to see like steganography category or whatever on every CTF. Yeah, but we have a few others. So am I continuing? Or yeah. So speaking of mental illness, here's Sage to lead us off.
All right. Thank you, Sean. Okay, so let me talk about the ones that are not on Sean's list of the good ones. I actually love OSINT, so I kind of disagree with him, but I think it's funny to include that in there. Okay, so OSINT stands for Open Source Intelligence. It's pretty much the art of Googling things. It's how you get into Google Maps. It's Google dorking. It's stalking social media sites. You're pretty much just using your access to the web to find solutions to problems. Some like open source intelligence problems I've done before is like, like GeoGuessr. It's kind of like a GeoGuessr thing where like, okay, what is the address of this place and a random spot, right? Or there'll be like a sign somewhere with a password to the Wi-Fi on it. You have to go to this random country and go to the street view and find the password to the Wi-Fi. Other ones I've done, I have been like through social media. I've had to go to like Twitter, find some random post, use like some sort of the like kind of like dorking for Google, but like for social medias, and putting the correct inputs to be able to like find a media post at a certain date and be able to grab that and put that into the flag. Then we got password cracking. This is kind of like the most like time you'll spend in CTF is not really like doing anything logical besides just starting your password cracking software. So it's through brute force, and you'll use dictionary attacks or rainbow tables or anything like the like, and you'll use it to get passwords. You'll use it to brute force passwords with software. You're going to want to prepare your time if you are trying to tackle password cracking, because it can take a while. Like I think Sean's had one where like, what's like a max time you've had in a password cracking? Days. Like they can go really long. In ours, we probably like we have like a long amount of time in ours.
No, the 2 hashing problems on ours should not take that long. So you don't have to like spend all 24 hours doing it. The 2 should maybe take like 10, 20 minutes at most. So you don't have to worry about that. But like this is for like other CTFs. Ours aren't too bad.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to steal that from you.
No, you're good.
Okay. So yeah, like you said, we won't have to worry about that in this one, but in the future, if you're ever trying to do CTFs and password cracking comes up, prepare around it. They are usually a bastard to deal with. Okay, and then the last but not least is MISC. Actually, I would kind of say it's least. It is the random anarchy, unexpected problems that people feel like putting things into. They range from things you have to search up on the internet to like little mini games inside. They're kind of like the CTF devs like playground where they just put in whatever they can't really put into a category. Are there any questions about anything that we've talked about? If you do have any of those, please come see us after this or down there by the exec room where we'll kind of have a table to work on CTF problems for. Thank you guys so much.